Yeah.
That tracks. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back to That TRACKZ podcast with Eythen and
Carolyn.
Wow.
Guys, it's been so long. It feels like it gets longer every time. I miss these guys so much. I miss all y'all listeners so much.
We love you so much.
We do.
Yeah, I had to gallivant across the globe, and
You just had to. You just had to.
Eythen had to
Work
totally.
like a dog. Bow wow.
How's the cheese shop?
It's there.
Yeah,
So yeah, tell me about Germany and Croatia, Carolyn.
totally. Not to be like a vibe kill. Germany is not for me. It was totally worth the money I paid to go there. I made great memories. They would have been sweeter memories in a different location.
What was your least favorite thing about Germany?
The culture, the people, the energy.
Mm-hmm. Describe the energy. What's the energy in Germany like?
Stick up the ass, do as you're told, or else.
Shocker. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Hitler trauma or if it's more like, let's be so good that nothing bad ever happens again, which I guess would also be Hitler trauma.
Right, yeah.
It's just like they can't relax. They desperately need marijuana in the drinking water.
Is marijuana legal in Germany?
Okay, so what I learned through my ecotourism, of course, as we know, I'm traveling the world, learning about the local flora and fauna through recreational plant matter usage. That is my ecotourism.
Cool.
I'm going to be writing an article about it for Bustle.
What's bustle?
You don't know Bustle?
I don't know bustle.
Tough. Real Bustle fans know.
For sure. Shout out all our bustle heads out there.
It is legal in Germany.
But
I didn't know where to buy it. And they have a map of like where you like look at the location that you want to smoke it in, and it has like green zones and red zones because you have to be like a certain number of meters away from the school in order to light up.
Okay, that's fair.
They are chronic rule followers. I'm like, what if I want to smoke on the jungle gym?
Yeah, what if I want to smoke on the playground, going down the slide with a joint?
No, exactly. Not in Germany, you can't.
That's
Literally.
fucked up.
It's so fucked up. What if I want to stand on the left side of the escalator instead of the right? Can't do it. You'll get a 999 from a passerby.
Can I just say, I think I agree with that rule, though.
You should do as you're told.
No, I agree with the rule that if you're on an escalator, you should stand to one side for waiting and one side for walking. I think that's so fair.
They have it figured out. It's just the fact that like no one thinks outside the box that made me feel a little unsettled.
Well, I'm sure folks do, but I think that's just a fine rule. That's a good rule.
I think they just go to Berlin to like a sex club at 3 a.m. That's what everyone told me. Like, no, Berlin is where the freaks are. And I'm like, so you had to put them in one playpen in the whole country?
And where were you again?
I was in Munich.
Oh yeah, Munich.
No freaks.
No freaks in Munich, no.
No, I had a lovely time. Thanks for letting me visit Germany. I appreciate. Actually, you know what's crazy? No one even checked my passport.
What
You heard of the no-fly list? I'm on the super fly list. They just let me walk right in. I'm on the super fly list.
The super fly list. That's not even like a first class. Just like I can get on any airplane right now.
No, it's in the European Union. So I connected through Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And in the EU, they don't check passports between domestic, meaning other states or countries in the EU.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I had my passport checked in Madrid, but then I just waltzed into Germany. No one checked if I was allowed to be there. And then I waltzed into Croatia. No one checked if I was allowed to be there.
And how was Croatia?
Awesome. Way better than Germany. No offense, Germany. Again, thanks for having me. Also, your food, nothing to write home about.
Now let's pause there. What do you mean by that? German food's good.
No.
Yeah.
No. There's no spices. There's no fiber. There's no local vegetation.
Sauerkraut.
That's not fresh. That is fermented. That's like the closest they had to a vegetable is fermented cabbage.
Well, now you got me thinking because I'm sure there's others.
They have a traditional German breakfast is an odd number of white sausages. I don't know why they're white, and I don't know why it's an odd number, but it has to be 3 or 5 or 7. I don't even think you can have one. Then you have traditionally a mug of beer for breakfast.
That's not true. That
is the traditional Bavarian breakfast because I was in the region of Bavaria. which Bavarians want you to identify that, like, oh, it's so Bavarian here, as opposed to it's so German. Anyway, Bavarian breakfast is an odd number of sausages and some beer.
I like you mentioning the odd number of sausages.
It's really fascinating to me.
Interesting.
And I was like, I wonder if that applies for just everything you eat. Like, are they just a 3 or 7 or 5 kind of crew? Like, if you want to have grapes, is the German way only have 9?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you have 10, Hitler comes for you? I really don't know. Honestly, I wish I knew more about how Germany got to be. I didn't really take a lot of history classes. I missed 6 weeks of school. I gave up school for Lent in high school, and I missed from the Industrial Revolution until the Cold War. Which is massive. And I think that's kind of when you learn about Germany, too.
You learn a lot about Germany then, for sure.
You know, I've missed some pieces here and there. I think they were in the war. I know Hitler was there. And other than that, the beer halls. That's really all I know about. I saw an opera.
Well, that's nice.
I mean, it wasn't even an opera. Whoa, it was a ballet.
What was the ballet?
La Sylphide.
What does that mean?
The Sylphide is like a woodland nymph.
Oh.
And she comes to this, like, engaged man in a dream. And it's kind of like what happens when you pursue temptation and leave behind the world you know. So the first act was like he has a fiance, but this girl this like nymph fairy keeps visiting him in his dreams, and they do like trio dances and stuff. Yeah. And then at the end of Act 1, he chooses to leave his fiance and the whole like, town to follow the nymph into the woods. Oh, and the Act 2 all takes place in the woods, and it's all the fairies. And this sorceress witch girl is like, here, this is this magical scarf that you could try to use to catch the fairy, but beware. There will be consequences. And he does not beware.
Classic man.
He goes forth and he tries to entrap her in the scarf to keep her forever, and it kills her! So ultimately, he didn't get his fiancée. She actually got engaged to his homie because he ditched her. Damn. And he killed his fairy love. Damn. And I watched that whole thing with no air conditioning. My other big fat gripe with Germany. Anyway, Croatia was great.
Yeah, Croatia was great.
Relaxed, state of aloha. They have a saying that's literally just like, don't worry, no problems. In Croatian.
I think that's from The Lion King. I think they stole it from The Lion King, actually. Croatia stole Hakuna Matata from The Lion King.
Croatia. Hakuna Matata. No, it was so beautiful. The most beautiful color water I've ever seen. Adriatic Sea. Loved it. The best fresh feta of my entire life. They actually understand produce and vegetables in Croatia.
What was your favorite food you had in Croatia?
The grilled Mediterranean veggies. Some good mussels. I had a good seafood pasta. And I had a delicious mousse dessert cake. And we shared it with 3 people, and then I wanted another one, and my other friends wouldn't yes and me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I was like, we ate that in 8 seconds. Please, dear God, give me another mousse cake. And they're like, no, I only needed the one.
What kind of mousse?
Chocolate.
Oh, right.
And like, it has like all the textures. It has like the crunchy cookie at the bottom and the fluffy mousse and the whipped cream and the presentation. And I was like, I want more mousse cake. And they left me out to dry.
What the hell, guys?
What the helliana?
Yeah, what the helliana?
Anyway.
That sounds lovely.
I just love it. I drink so many Aperol Spritz. I loved Europe. I loved that Germany was in Europe. Loved that Germany was in Europe. Just wish it was a different country in Europe, perhaps.
I see. Okay.
So, Germany, thanks so much for having me. Can't say I'll be back, but thanks for the memories, and go like my Instagram post.
In Croatia, you're pretty cool.
Croatia, I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Man, it's nice to have like a little beach, little seaside getaway. And I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Yeah. That I'm in this heat. I was in this heat wave. I was here in Bushwick, and I wish I could be transported to some seaside.
To that island life.
That island life.
European island, blue-green water.
Yeah. I wish there was a way I could experience that. Maybe even with music, that'd be nice.
If only.
Yeah, man.
Eythen, I just happen to have the perfect media for you.
Oh, wait, I think I have it too. Let's say it at the same time.
1, 2, 3.
Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Mamma Mia 1. Mamma Mia, the best movie ever made.
It's a good movie, but Mamma Mia, here we go again is far better.
I can't even take that seriously.
Wait, you can't. Yeah, well, I mean, it's
why?
True.
Why is it better? Cher.
Well, that plays a big. If I recall, one of our movies has Cher in it. Does your movie have Cher?
No, but mine's not bad.
Mine's not. Oh, okay. Tell me why Mamma Mia is so good.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia makes life worth living. Mamma Mia is the reason I am alive. Mamma Mia is the reason behind every item I purchase at a thrift store, showing my entire outfit.
For sure. It's a good Mamma Mia fit.
Thank you. Mamma Mia is the reason that I saved up for 18 months and thousands of dollars to fly across the ocean to lay on a beach because I needed to see water the color of the Mamma Mia water. Mamma Mia is the soundtrack of my life. The ABBA songs selected for Mamma Mia 1 are the perfect ABBA songs. Amanda Seyfried as Sophie Sheridan is the blueprint for young womanhood. I've never wanted to be more blonde in my life. Honestly, still might do it just to be Sophie Sheridan. Or Young Donna. I'll give you Young Donna's smashing.
Period.
Hot Lily Collins. Is that her last name?
Lily James.
Hot Lily James cannot make up for the rest of the movie. But, and, I mean, the three dads, it's everything you want. Meryl Streep's The Winner Takes It All is probably the single best acting through song I've ever seen in my life.
It's quite good. It's quite good.
The set is gorgeous. The camera quality is like the perfect 2008, slightly granular, not too HD for its own good. It's campy, it's goofy while still being a masterpiece. Everyone's beautiful. The whole cast is hammered the whole time filming it, you can tell.
Right.
It's just a perfect summer, delicious romp through the Greek islands.
Now, what I will say, Mamma Mia is very good. Like, I will not argue that Mamma Mia is a bad movie. There's a lot of things to love about it. I think the cast is fantastic. I just think that Mamma Mia 2 is better, and we can get into that later. We have time for that. Let's keep it Mamma Mia focused for sure.
Totally. So...
What was your first time seeing Mamma Mia?
So glad you asked. My older sister showed me Mamma Mia. I was probably like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Prime age to go feral at Lay All Your Love on Me. And
wait, yeah, we can talk about that for a sec.
Hottest scene ever.
But first off, Dominic Cooper. We're talking about like Lily James being like gorgeous.
Yeah.
Agreed. Dominic Cooper.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know. Him as Sky. Him and Amanda Seyfried together, and they dated filming the movie.
Now that tracks.
They were like, we are so beautiful together. We simply must pair up.
Absolutely.
We must couple up.
Yeah. And that scene, I think when I think back to Mamma Mia, I think of that scene. I think that
first and foremost,
that's the best like number in the whole movie.
And I've never seen a one piece look so sensual. She's in a one piece, and she looks better than any woman has ever looked in a bikini. I'm still trying to find that bathing suit. Hey, fans, chat, if you know
Amanda,
please tell me what bathing suit you're wearing in Lay All Your Love on Me, Mamma Mia, the first one.
And Dominic Cooper, if you're watching, hit me up. Shoot me a message. Is he married?
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
For you? Nah.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's everything a movie musical should be. I don't think there's a better movie musical. There's definitely not a better jukebox musical.
And that,
period.
That I'll agree with. I'm trying to think of one.
It perfectly weaves a story around pre-existing music, which is a hard assignment.
Right.
Most jukebox musicals don't crush that. There's like a very bad Billy Joel musical that exists. I mean, there's...
Which one?
Moving Out.
I don't think I know that one. No, okay.
Not many people do. Again, most of them don't have long lives. But Mamma Mia is just the perfect tale of whimsy, of love, of past romances, of future, of mother-daughter. I cry every single time I hear Slipping Through Your Fingers. And also, fantastic that we have a female lead who is like in her 50s. That's so badass.
Meryl Streep, yeah, she was fantastic.
Oh my god, we haven't even talked about the Meryl Streep of it.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that.
It's peak Meryl Streep.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't think about that. I just think about her roles.
Mommy Meryl Streep, single mommy running a Greek and Meryl Streep in the blue overalls with the beautiful like wrinkles by her eyes that have only gotten there from age and wisdom. The long flowy hair with like some gray peeking through the blonde.
Also gorgeous.
I mean, and her physicality is so youthful despite being like such a beautifully regal aged woman. I mean, she's just, it's my favorite Meryl Streep film. Absolutely.
And I think I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, behind Mommy, Here We Go Again. Though for how brief she shows up, she kills it the whole time. We haven't even talked about the dads yet. There's so
much. My god, I know some
hot. Yeah.
Although I don't think, which Skarsgård is it? Bill?
Yeah, it's
no,
Bill.
That's the character's name.
No, I think it's Bill Skarsgård.
He's not hot in the movie.
You shut your
I
mouth.
only see him as like the barnacled up Pirates of the Caribbean guy the whole time. But
what the fuck?
You know?
Davy Jones?
Yeah.
Was it Davy Jones? Yeah.
He's barnacled up Caribbean guy.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking a tentacle face guy. No, my bad.
Yeah, barnacled up pirate boy.
Okay, different barnacle guy.
Google?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bill Skarsgård, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Google, show me Barnacle Boy.
Barnacle boy. Alternate title.
Alternate title, yeah.
Barnacle boy.
Barnacle Boy.
Pierce Brosnan is hot, but I think the hottest dad is Harry Bright. What's his name? The actor?
Colin Firth.
I think he's the hottest dad.
No,
Maybe it's because he's gay and I can't have him.
His name's Bootstrap Bill. A lot of Bill.
Right. Bootstrap Bill.
Yeah.
Barnacle boy.
Yeah, Bootstrap Bill Turner. It's Stellan Skarsgård. It's not Bill. It's Stellan Skarsgård.
He just plays Bill in every movie he did.
He
gives Bill.
He gives Bill. He does get Bill.
Stellan is a more niche name.
Yeah.
Stellan Anthony.
Stellan Anthony. Eythen Skarsgård.
Change your name.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. When you join the union, just make yourself a Skarsgård relative.
It's like when Nicolas Cage wanted to distance himself from the Coppolas. But I'm going to do the opposite. I'm like, hi, I'm Eythen Skarsgård. Not related to the Skarsgårds. Totally unrelated thing that happened.
I think you don't clarify and let people assume.
Yeah, I'm
and
a Skarsgård.
See if your fake nepotism works.
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
That's a good like Nathan Fielder type project. Of like, how much nepotism can I get from making up a like... Or like, what's another Empire family name?
I feel like Skarsgård's a good one because there's always like a new one that comes in. Yeah.
And they're Caucasian men.
Yeah, and I can pass it as a Caucasian man.
Let's do a little bit of performance art for our reality series.
Yeah, but
how much does Ethan's career take off changing his last name to Skarsgård?
And we're gonna have to cut all of that to keep it secret, so the Skarsgårds don't reach out. And they're like, hello. I'm just imagining them with a Swedish accent. Hello.
Totally. The daddies of Mamma Mia.
Colin Firth is attractive. Sure, Colin Firth's attractive, but Pierce Brosnan, I think he just has the charm to him. I think if I'm ranking the three, Stellan is third, then Colin Firth, and then Pierce Brosnan. Yeah.
I really think it's Colin Firth first for me, and then Pierce Brosnan.
That's wild.
Because maybe it's a little bit that Pierce Brosnan's singing doesn't quite do it for me. I'm going to be really real.
That makes sense for you. I understand why you would say that. Yeah.
It disappoints. There's so many incredibly attractive, beautiful singing men on this planet, and he falls a little short.
Right.
So I think if Colin Firth had to sing and did worse than Pierce Brosnan, then Pierce Brosnan would be first.
I see.
But Colin Firth, and just when he's like in the waterfall fountain moment at the end and his like shirt is see-through and he's kissing his little Greek lover boy, that's hot. That's hotter than Pierce Brosnan kissing Meryl Streep.
Okay. All right, sure.
Stellan, firmly third place for everybody.
I'm not going to say firmly. I think he has room. It's a tight race.
If he hit you up?
It's Stellan. Well, he's my dad.
Oh.
Right. That'd be weird if Stellan did that. If anything, he should text me like, "Hey son, how are you?"
Not Ethan's absent Stellan Skarsgård father.
Wait, that's a fun tongue twister. Absent Stellan Skarsgård father.
Ethan's absent Stellan Skarsgård father. That's when you warm up before the episode.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
the dads are hot. Oh, they're hot enough. You know, they're hot enough to be...
They're very hot.
They're not as hot as Dominic
Cooper. No. Definitely not. No.
Or as Meryl, or as any of them. I mean, oh my god, what's her name? Christine Baranski, hot as Tanya.
Yeah.
Hot. Does your mother know that you're out? Her and like the young little cabana boy. Oh, you didn't do your research. You only watched the second one. Ethan, quote, watched the highlights. He didn't watch Does Your Mother Know That You're Out?
Guys, why would I watch something that isn't worth my time? Okay.
The cougar number is not worth your time? It's gonna transform your life into this whole like MILF mission if you watch it.
MILF mission. MILF. That's our next reality show. Actually, it's gonna be a MILF mission.
So I guess we should do a brief overview in case someone is unfamiliar.
I think they got all the points. I think the way we talked about it, they're like, okay, so there's 3 dads, and then there's Meryl Streep, and Dominic Cooper is so fucking hot apparently, and then they sing ABBA. I think we
didn't even mention ABBA.
Wait, did you not mention ABBA?
No, we didn't.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is an ABBA jukebox musical. Okay, we got it. We nailed it.
Mamma Mia is a 2008 film made off the musical that was existing many years prior on Broadway, Mamma Mia.
Oh, wait.
It was a Broadway musical first.
I did not know that.
The more you know. He didn't even read the Wikipedia page. He said, nah, I know this shit. I don't even know the Cooper number.
Yeah, but I know ABBA, fucking Dominic Cooper. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah, it was a Broadway musical. It was a stage musical, a jukebox musical. And it was doing really well on Broadway for like, I want to say like 7 years. And they were like, let's do a film adaptation. Meryl Streep is a single mother operating an inn on a Greek island.
Yes.
Her daughter is getting married to her hot Dominic Cooper fiance.
Very hot.
Her daughter is Amanda Seyfried. They are getting married, and everyone's coming to this island for a beautiful DIY wedding. And let me tell you, the wedding that they have, I mean, it's my Pinterest board. It is gorgeous, stunning, homegrown, rustic. None of the plates match, none of the napkins match. It's gorgeous. There's mason jars before they were cringe, like hung in trees with lights in them. It's beautiful. Beside the point. Sophie has grown up never knowing who her dad is. She's always had a single mom.
Right.
And the movie starts with her writing 3 letters because she found her mother's journal from the time that she conceived her. And in her mother's journal, she details 3 affairs she had the summer that Sophie was conceived. And she's like, well, those are my 3 options for my dad. So she tracks down their addresses, sends a letter to each of them, inviting her to her wedding, assuming that when they come, she will recognize them on sight.
Right.
And then she will know her father, and thus he can give her away, quote, at her wedding. Hijinks ensue. They show up to the island. Her mom, Meryl Streep, Donna, has no idea why they're here. She was like, why are the 3 potential fathers of my daughter here?
What's going on?
Yeah. Realizes that she doesn't know who the father is of Sophie because she had trysts in very short succession with each other.
Which we'll get into later.
And she's trying to prep for the wedding. We learn about her history with each of them. Meanwhile, Sophie is loving connecting with the 3 dads. Also, the mom's 2 best friends are in town, and they all used to be a musical trio called Donna and the Dynamos.
Dynamos, yeah.
And so we're gearing up for the wedding. We have like a bachelorette party. We have a bachelor party. The stress is mounting. Who are these 3 men on the island? It all like rises to this point of basically one of the dads, Pierce Brosnan, telling Donna like, I still love you. And she's like, it's too late. I've loved you this whole time and you broke my heart. The wedding happens. Sophie decides not to marry Dominic Cooper and instead says, let's see the world. We are young. You're right. Because this whole white wedding is for her to find her dad. And really, she knew herself all along. And Pierce Brosnan goes, wait, why waste a good wedding? Down on one knee, Donna, I've loved you the whole time. What you didn't know is I left you to go break up with my fiance to come back and marry you. But you had already moved on with another man. But I don't care. I've waited like 21 years for you. Donna, will you marry me? And she said yes. And they all have an epic party in Greece. And they dance so hard that they burst the ground and the fountain of Aphrodite burst through. And they all dance in the water and the rain. And that's the end of the movie.
I do love us imagining that all of our listeners are like, what's Mamma Mia?
You never know.
Yeah, that is true. That was great. First off, applaud.
Thank you.
That was a great synopsis.
So what's your favorite song in the first movie?
Oh, man. Lay All Your Love on Me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's hot.
It is hot. It's a hot number.
And then it turns into a goofy number with all the boys dressed up in like the scuba diving gear.
Exactly.
I love how goofy the first movie is, and we'll get into this with what I don't like about the second one.
Yeah.
It's so unserious, but still so cohesive and polished.
Right, yeah.
Like there's dream sequences, there's goofy choreography, there's like huge numbers that will have like 100 extras dancing, and it doesn't remove us from the intimate like mother-daughter story. Yeah. Of the whole show.
Yeah.
And as we'll get into with the second one, I feel like we have a ton of the camp and a lot less of the heart, and I feel like the balance is off.
We'll get into that. I think we had different readings of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
I mean, some bangers, of course, are Lay All Your Love on Me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Opens with Honey Honey, which is so cute.
It's good.
Sophie reading her mom's journal with her best friends.
Honey Honey.
How it thrills me, honey, honey. Of course, the best number is The Winner Takes It All. Meryl Streep should have gotten the Oscar for that alone. She says everything she could possibly need to say about why she doesn't want to take this man back who broke her heart so badly 21 years ago without adding a single line of dialogue that is not the lyrics of the ABBA song. It is so full. The whole entire conversation is there without adding any dialogue. Just the lyrics of, honestly, a pop song, which is really, really, really hard to do and such a testament to her acting. Honestly, I think nothing to do with the directors or anything. I think that's just Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a masterclass, and it's so cinematic. She like has this scarf blowing in the wind, and they have all the Greek islands behind her, and they're walking up to the chapel. It's just like cinematic perfection.
Yeah, it's again, Mamma Mia is a very good movie. I have a lot of respect for it. And me saying that it's not as good as Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, is not me saying that it's bad. I'm going to emphasize that. It is a good movie. I respect it a lot. It's very funny. And
it is funny. Thank you for that.
And I can... It's hard to leave it not feeling like a little bit better.
Absolutely. And it's just beautiful. It's
shot
in Greece.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful blues and whites and greens.
And like as you point out, you can clearly see the cast is having as much of a fun time as it looks. Yeah.
Right. And there's like fun plot lines with the older women, like trying to get trysts of their own. Everyone's just horny and in love, or trying to be in love, or remembers when they were in love. And it's just a Greek party with great songs. None of the songs feel out of place to me, which can be a problem a lot with movie musicals or just musicals in general.
Right.
Sometimes it feels like you just shoved a song into a moment that wasn't natural. Doesn't feel like the case at all, because they have fun with it. Sometimes there's like a dream sequence where Donna's on a yacht. And it's like, okay, this is funny. And like every choice they make to start singing, they use a bunch of different tactics. Some of it's like an earnest conversation. Sometimes it's like a dream sequence. Sometimes they're singing because they're at a party and it makes sense to be singing and dancing. One of my favorite parts is the 4-song back-to-back of Lay All Your Love Into Me, which goes right into Gimme, 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 and Man After Midnight, the girls' bachelorette scene, which goes right into, it's not in the stage version. It goes into Name of the Game, which they cut from the movie.
Oh,
so it goes right into Voulez-Vous, which is also amazing end of an act.
Great song, too. Yeah.
Voulez-Vous. And so, I guess we should also say, for the fans, Mamma Mia also has a special place in my heart because it was my professional stage debut. At 19, I did my first professional theater contract in Atlanta. I did a production of Mamma Mia. It was a 6-week run, so I got to do 36 performances of it. I was the baby of the cast. It was all professional actors. It was one of the best times of my life. And I got to sing and dance ABBA music every night.
Hell yeah. Who was your character?
I was an ensemble member, gotcha. A featured dancer, if you will.
Hell yeah.
It was a small cast. So like of the young girls, we had Allie, her 2 best friends, and then we had 3 ensemble girls. Cool. So yeah, a townsperson of Greece.
Period.
But yeah, the back-to-back of Lay All Your Love into Gimme Gimme, A Man After Midnight, into Voulez-Vous is like a really fun end of an act.
So that's Mamma Mia.
I mean, a very, very, very brief, barely scratching the surface of the best movie of all time. I think it is my favorite movie. It's always the right time for Mamma Mia.
And I can see that.
Heartbroken, Mamma Mia. Sick, Mamma Mia. Bored, Mamma Mia. Escapism, Mamma Mia. Hungover, Mamma Mia. Drunk, Mamma Mia.
I think those are all the emotions.
Those are all every emotion.
We just listed every emotion one could have. Yeah.
Laid off from your job, Mamma Mia.
Wait, I have an emotion for you that I don't know if Mamma Mia can fix. Hungry. Well, can Mamma Mia fix that?
You need a dinner and a show. It's the perfect dinner screen to watch. But no, it can't feed your stomach. It can feed your soul.
Say that one more time.
Mamma Mia, feed your soul.
Period. I wish someone could feed my stomach. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I am. If only we had a beautiful, like, Mediterranean snack from the islands that this beautiful film was filmed on. The kind of food that they would be eating at that beautiful, rustic, hodgepodge wedding at the Greek Inn. I wonder what their appetizer would be at the seated dinner at Sophie's wedding.
Huh.
Maybe it would be...
Would it be like a cheese, maybe?
I think it might be a cheese course.
Oh my god. Guys, it's cheese time!
Cheese time, cheese time, cheese time.
Cheese time.
Cheese.
Folks, this is the part of the episode where I bring in a piece of cheese for us to try, and I got a good one for us. This is gonna kill. Okay. Now, Carolyn already prefaced this, but I do want to let the folks know this one isn't from Greece per se. That's from an island that's kind of similar to Greece when you think about it.
Long Island?
Australia.
Didn't know they were doing that down there.
They are, because I'll show you what we have. This is Meredith Dairy, marinated goat and sheep's milk cheese.
Ooh la la.
And it's in a jar. It's marinated in oil, garlic, and some herbs, and it's from Australia.
So it's not quite a feta.
It's technically a feta.
Because it's a mixed sheep and goat.
Yeah,
what makes a feta a feta?
It's gonna be partially the milk composition. Usually, it'll be either sheep or a mix of sheep and another kind of milk. Also, it's a certain textural element to it. It's gonna be a bit creamier, have a nicer crumble to it.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
This was a request for me. I have taken a lot of cheeses on the chin with fortitude and bravery and a gracious spirit. Sometimes, however, I lay down the law and say this is the kind of cheese I desire. I, as we know, was in Croatia, had the best feta of my life. Yes, I was. Where some of Mamma Mia 2 was in fact filmed, allegedly most of it, on the island of Vis, which I did not go to. I had the best feta of my life. It was like so creamy and so soft, and it was on every salad, and it was simply divine. So I came back and was like, on the Mamma Mia episode, please can you source a feta for your girl? And
I was happy to do that. And we have a good one. I will say, this is a cheese that I've seen both at my current cheese shop and where I worked previously, Sahadi's, which I won't get into. But at both places, folks rave about this cheese. I see folks buy like 2 liters and like, this is the best cheese I've ever had. They hype it up. So I'm excited to get into it. Let's crack it open. Ooh, Carolyn, give that a smell. It's very oily.
I smell the garlic and the oil and the herb and the chèvre.
Yeah. Oh, that smells so good.
That'll be good. Again, I'm telling you, I think they had this on the menu for Sophie's wedding.
I love garlic. Are you a garlic girl?
Of course I'm a garlic girl. I'm an 8th Sicilian, bitch.
Before we get into it, I was hesitant on buying this for you, only because I know you're not a sauce girly. Right. And I don't know how marinade falls into that.
Well, this is olive oil based, so great. If it's like a mustard based marinade, kill me.
Okay. I'm like taking notes in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm just connecting all the dots. Okay.
For example, I got a burger last night and I couldn't eat it because it was like a mustard based sauce on it. So thankfully my boyfriend was there.
Was it mustard?
I guess.
A mustard based sauce, yeah.
Also known as mustard.
Hell yeah. All right.
And it's not even that it tastes bad, it's just scary. But olive oil, totally in the clear. It was like my first sauce adjacent thing. They got approved.
So they go from salt to olive oil?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Literally.
All right, well, let's get us a piece.
Crumbleina.
Yeah, you got it?
I lost a piece, but...
Yeah, and let's keep on the board just because this guy is going to get very oily.
What about the piece I lost? Oh my god, I can't wait for this.
I'm so excited. Should we do... Okay, thumbnail. All right, let's give this a try.
Cheers.
Cheers to Meredith Dairies.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, Carol.
It's so creamy.
It's insanely creamy.
Ah! Wow. I gotta go back in. I can't even speak.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm with you right there. This is crazy good.
Oh my god. Because a lot of purchased feta is very hard. Like in brine.
Right.
You can buy a chunk of feta. And it's very crumbly, but very firm.
Yeah.
This is like a chèvre goat cheese texture.
It is, yeah. It's crumbly, but also creamy. It's that nice mix of the two.
And almost, this is a goat and sheep combo, right?
It should be, yeah.
It's the most goat cheese feta I've ever had. Like, it's really towing the line between the two.
Yeah. That marinade is so good. That garlic's incredible.
Wow. This actually is quite similar to what I was having on my European journey.
Meredith Dairy, send us to Australia. We'll send us down under, and we'll get some of this cheese.
I don't have much to say.
Yeah, I wish I had more thoughts, but this is just really fucking good. I want to drink the oil.
It's the Sydney Sweeney bath soap.
Yeah, I want a bath soap that's just olive oil.
Very moisturizing.
Exactly. But there needs to be garlic and herbs in there too. And also, I need someone to do a bathe in it beforehand.
Totally.
That's how I would like all my soap to be like pre-bathed.
When it's salty, like a feta. Feta to me is a quite salty cheese.
I'm not getting a lot of salt. I think maybe
really?
It's because of just the marinade. I'm so focused on the garlic and the herbs.
I got like a good salty piece. Go deeper in your tasting.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I got you. My bad. I was at surface level.
Yeah, it's just I want it spread on some goddamn crostini.
Some crostini. I want to drink this juice so bad.
I won't judge you.
You promise?
I mean, it's crazy, but do it.
I'm only doing it for the audience. I would never do this on my own. I would
Right,
never drink this on my own.
Do you have any diseases? Because I want to keep this.
We're going to keep this?
Oh, you want it? Are we going to fight over it?
Well, this is the first time we ever fought over cheese.
Oh my god.
No, you can have it.
No, you can have it.
Or how about this? I'll get a spoon. I'll do a spoonful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'll do that. Folks.
It's a little more dignified.
Hey, Carolyn, keep the audience busy.
Hey, guys, I'm going to sing one of my favorite Mamma Mia songs for you. Wait, I haven't picked which one yet. Okay, I'm going to do the post-credits Waterloo. My, at Waterloo, Napoleon was surrendered. Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
And I have met my destiny in quite a similar way.
What song is this one?
The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won more. Okay.
Fuck. Damn, that's good.
I had to look away because it was a little nauseating.
The sauce?
Just you eating it by the spoonful.
It's like, I don't want to let it go to waste.
Right. Totally. I like how you just have oil drips all over your outfit.
Yeah.
The war crimes.
What can I say? I'm part Italian.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really? What part?
Italian.
How much?
Yeah. Now, see, I don't know that. I'm more Irish, and I'm also more.
Can you trace back your Italian lineage for me?
I'm more German too.
That's why you were real quiet during my German slander segment.
I just think.
Have you been?
No, I've never been. I'd like to go. I wish I had more nose for this cheese, but like it's really just divine.
No, it's just creamy, a little bit like bitter, tiniest bit from the sheep and goat. A little salty.
I don't get much sheep. I'll be honest.
It's very goat heavy. I feel like that's what makes it feel a little less feta-y. I think it needs. Because I grew up on like a creamy goat cheese, a chèvre.
Chèvre.
That was my lunch. My mom would drizzle olive oil, salt, and pepper on goat cheese and send me crackers, and that was my lunch. This tastes a lot like that, and a little less like feta that I know, and I think it's the sheep to goat split.
I agree. Yeah.
I think there needs to be a little more sheep in there.
Make it a little sweeter. Oh man, that's so good.
How should we rate it?
It's tough because like my gut is saying give me like a really high score
because it's just so delectable. It's so eatable.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like if this was midnight,
it'd be gone in the flat.
I was in the apartment. I was drunk, obviously. And
what else is he doing at midnight?
Exactly. And I see this in the fridge. And I'm destroying it. I'm drinking the jar until it's clean. I can't say that about a lot of cheeses. Like, I love the Rogue River, but like if I wake up at midnight and I'm drunk and I see a blue cheese, no matter how good it is, I'm not going to snack on it at that current moment.
Or even if you were, you'd hit a maximum capacity.
Yeah, for sure.
You wouldn't be able to take down the whole thing.
I can do a whole slice of blue cheese. No,
this
for sure.
This is a single serving.
Yeah, I think I can finish this like now. If you didn't already call dibs, I think I'd already be like drinking it clean.
You want another spoonful?
I'll take another spoonful. Yeah.
I have to look away again.
Okay. Audience, you're not gonna look away. Watch this. Oh, I love oil. Me when I'm America, I love oil.
Eythen the oil baron.
And that's my topical humor for today.
Eythen the oil tycoon.
Oh, Eythen the oil tycoon. So I mean, I think I gotta give it 4.5.
Yeah.
I don't think I can give it a 5 because I feel like.
And here's what I think: if we had some proper pairings too, like a crostini and like a berry jam.
I don't know about berry jam.
Really?
I feel like that could be too sweet. I think that's too many flavors.
Because this feels salty and savory to me.
I'm getting some sweet vibes from it. I'm getting some sweeter notes. Crostini, I think would be nice. Definitely a nice cracker. And like wine wise, maybe like a dry white. I don't know.
I want a red with this.
You want a red with this?
I want this to sing. I want like a dry red.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
You're gonna give it a 4. Okay.
I think it's delicious. It's It's universal. I don't think anyone would eat this and be displeased.
100%, yeah. But it's not a star.
Not special.
It's not a star. It's not special.
It's delicious. It serves its purpose, but it's not like it doesn't have a star quality.
Yeah.
To make it stand out from the lineup. So I think a 4.
And you know what? With that in mind, I'm going to drop mine to a 4 too. I think 4 is a good number for it. With pairings, maybe 4.5. But I don't think right now I can reach a 5.
Right. Wow.
Man, look at us go.
That was succinct.
Because folks, that's cheese time.
Cheese time, cheese time, cheese time, cheese time.
Cheese time. Wow, man, that was such a filling cheese. That was so good. Meredith Dairy, thanks. Shout out to y'all. Send us to Australia.
Keep at it. Maybe you'll get a 5 next time.
All right.
So
let's go to the elephant in the room.
I had to put my hair up. I had to get serious for this.
Yeah, I gotta take the hat off because I'm getting serious about this too. All right, let's get into this. Okay. Historically, there has been a heated debate about sequels in general. It's difficult to follow up a masterpiece. There are plenty of examples of that have failed, but there's also a good amount that have succeeded, that have found new ways of taking these characters. I think we'll like this. Let's think of a first movie as a first season.
Okay. A
lot can be accomplished in a first season of developing characters and figuring out the space that these characters are living in.
Totally.
And let's think of a sequel as a second season. We see more of these characters, and with the writing in the right direction, we see how they evolve and change, or maybe how they become who they are.
Totally.
And I love sequels personally. I'm very adamant about sequels. One of my favorites is
Roderick Rules.
Roderick Rules is a great example. Again, because we're seeing a fall of these characters. I also love T2 Trainspotting because it's taking a new direction with these characters. Some we haven't seen for so long, and how they're dealing with life, how they're thinking back to those glory days. And that's why I think Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the sequel to Mamma Mia, is superior to Mamma Mia. Now, there are flaws. I won't say there aren't flaws, but that's okay. There can be a flaw and still...
You think it's superior?
Yeah, I think it's superior.
You think it's better?
Well, that's what superior means.
Totally. So right off the bat, I think one of the main problems with Mamma Mia 2 is it's both a prequel and a sequel at the same time. And I think
that is what makes it genius.
Tell me more.
Because we don't see much of that. If anything, we're seeing like, and also it's not really a sequel and a prequel. It's more so a prequel, but we're getting some present stuff. It's like not really a sequel. It's more so.
Eythen says so. I love the sequel. By the way, it's not really a sequel.
Well, we're calling it a sequel because it's Here We Go Again.
Right.
So we're treating it as a sequel, but in a lot of ways, it's more prequel than sequel. Are you guys following? Okay. I guess because I should explain what this is about. So Donna not there. Donna dead. And where we see I forgot all the characters' names. We see Amanda Seyfried's character.
A grown-up Sophie.
We see her, she's opening up the hotel to the public, the inn to the public.
She has been renovating her mom's inn. So the first one left off with her and Skye sailing off into the sunset to have their adventure.
Right, and now Sophie's back, and she's renovating the inn. She's getting ready for a big opening party.
Because her mom died last year, and she spent the past year redoing the inn in her honor, to honor her late mother, Meryl Streep.
Right. And they're getting all this ready. At the same time, we're seeing flashbacks to a younger Donna as she's graduating college, and she's about to travel the world to do her own thing. A young Donna played by Lily James.
Right.
And this is where we see her meeting the three husbands, Pierce Brosnan, Stellan Skarsgård, and Colin Firth.
We see them played by different younger actors.
Which we'll get into in a second. That's one of my flaws that I have. That we'll get
That's
to.
One of the pros.
Let's get into that. Well, actually, we see it leading up to the events of her having Sophie. Now, I'm going to say one flaw. My first and only flaw.
Only flaw.
There may be a second one. We'll see. My only flaw. I think they nerfed Harry. I think they nerfed younger Colin Firth. I feel like I liked the Colin Firth from Mamma Mia, or the Harry from Mamma Mia, far more than this young Harry. I think they really messed up his character. Now you're going to disagree with me, and I want to hear why.
Well, before I can get into the details, I feel like I need to give you my baseline qualms.
I don't think you do. I think you can answer my question first, and then we can get into the qualms.
I think the problems aren't the casting with the young Harry plotline. I do not think the problem is the casting.
It's not the casting; it's the writing of young Harry.
Yes, and of the film in general.
Not of the film. Wait. Why are we doing that? Wait. Why are we doing that?
I like the number of Waterloo. Choreography bad.
The Waterloo is stellar. Yeah.
No, the choreography's bad. I hate it.
Waterloo. What? What? Oh, I gotta move the goddamn table. I have to look at you and say, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying that? That Waterloo was a bad choreographed number. It's like the best choreographed number in the movie.
It's too much. It's
Mamma Mia. How is that too much? Mamma Mia is all too much.
The first one, like I said, perfectly has the balance of camp and earnestness.
Oh, so Lay All Your Love on Me is such. So that's not too camp?
No, it's earnest. They are really in love.
Waterloo is earnest too. Waterloo is earnest too.
So again, baseline qualm, the camera settings of this movie.
With the camera settings? What
are
you
talking about? HD, weirdly colorized, weirdly saturated. Everyone has a very bad spray tan, especially in the current time zone. And it's just too commercial and HD looking for me to buy into like a throwback Waterloo moment. If they had even just picked a slightly more granular camera, I could have bought into the Waterloo moment for it. It is so HD.
You couldn't buy into the Waterloo moment because the camera was too good.
Yeah. The camera was too good. It was too choreographed. Like, yes, it was fun and lighthearted, but I feel like the whole movie was cut together in PowerPoint. The tone is so bad. The tone is off.
The tone is not bad. What are you talking about?
The tone is way too unserious. Meanwhile, we're trying to be like, Donna's dead and your marriage is on the rocks. And like, you're like, the throwbacks are way better. I would have preferred that we just had a prequel. I did not need any of the real-time stuff. I do not need an aged Pierce Brosnan comforting his pseudo-daughter about the loss of his like wife.
You don't need that. You.
The number of Dominic Fike, what's his name?
Dominic Cooper. Dominic Fike is the musician.
Dominic Cooper and Amanda Seyfried having the phone call through the mirror back and worst choreography ever. They had this number where they're like on the phone having like a fight. Maybe we need time apart. And it's all this like, I look in the mirror and then now we're in New York and I'm back in the mirror and we're back in Greece. And it's like a horrible Zoom fever dream. I mean, it's like Hall of Mirrors
It's
style.
crazy you're saying that because I rewatched the movie last night and I was eating like a bowl of tuna and rice. Watching that scene, I was like, holy shit, this is really good. I forgot how good this was.
No.
That's so good. Yeah.
No, it's way too like...
Can I say this? I think you're holding on Mamma Mia because of nostalgia. I think you're too afraid to admit that Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, it captures a lot of that energy. It's just like, okay, we have new technology. We're doing new shit.
I'll tell you what I like about Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again.
Okay, let's hear Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again. What are the good things about Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again?
Lily James is perfect.
She's very perfect. She plays a great Donna.
Perfect for young Donna. She has the joie de vivre. She has the dreams. She has the lovableness. She's hot. She makes me want to dye my hair blonde. I want all the clothes she has.
Same.
She makes me want to be a wanderlust musician.
Yeah.
Her voice is great. Yeah. She has the charisma. The movie should have just been young Donna, period. It should have just been a prequel. It 100% should have just been a prequel.
You keep saying that, but I don't know. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
So, Lily James, perfect.
Yeah.
Just getting more time in the beautiful Greece background. This one shot on the island of Vis in Croatia. Love more Greece. I love more Mediterranean.
Okay.
I like seeing her meet the boys. I like if the concept again was young Donna on her travels, I'm there. The back and forth is where it starts to lose me. And just about every single part of the current plot line does not work for me. The camera choices, the colorizing, again, Amanda Seyfried is not doing a good job. I don't think it's her fault, but she's like trying to be like the young ingenue that we loved her in the first movie. She's definitely older. I don't care about her and Pierce Brosnan's adult stepfather-daughter relationship.
What? Oh, okay.
They're trying to sell us that that's the heart of the new timeline. I just don't like anything about the current plotline. I also just don't like the editing choices. There was kind of this like sparkly unseriousness in the first one that was very much in check. It was used very sparingly and it added to the whimsy.
No, it wasn't. It was not. It's used the same amount in both.
It's used in like the title sequence and at the end. This one, again, we are like camera angles through a movie. We are like sparkle fingers. It feels like a drunk show choir director got control of the camera and the script.
You take that back. That is the strongest insult I've heard.
It gives a drunk show choir. And I praised the alcohol consumption in the first movie, and I praised the musical production.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like bad high school. I mean, it's just not even as pretty to look at. Anything in the new timeline. Like, the skin tones are off. She's weirdly spray tanned. Like, the blues are too blue. It's so distracting. And then you kill Donna, which, like, obviously Meryl Streep said no to a big part of this movie because she's way above it. She did a perfect job with the first one. Mm-hmm. You had to bring in Cher to try to sell tickets in a way that made no sense. In the first movie, they talked about how horrible Donna's mother was, and Cher's appearance does not explain their relationship. They're just supposed to forget about the whole plot because Cher's here.
Exactly.
Which doesn't work and disservices the plot in the first movie of, like, the generational trauma that she was breaking through by being such a good parent to Sophie. That's out the window because we wanted a cameo from Cher.
Right. But remind me, does your movie have Cher?
It doesn't need Cher.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but it doesn't have Cher.
Cher doesn't help Mamma Mia, too. If anything, it just shows how...
so Fernando is not a good number from Cher.
I like the songs. I would have loved it as a concept album.
Get the fuck out of here. I would have liked it as a concept album.
I would have liked it as a concept
album. I would have liked it as another movie, all right? I want Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again 3, I guess.
Well, there was, like, the fans were wanting Sabrina Carpenter to play Sophie's daughter. Because she's revealed that she is pregnant in the second movie.
Right, spoiler. But do we need to say spoiler?
No.
I don't give a shit.
No one should watch the second movie. It's so bad.
No, you should definitely watch the second movie, guys. Second movie is well worth it. But I will say, a third movie with Sabrina Carpenter, I don't know if I need that. I don't know. I think 2 movies, because that's the thing with sequels. After it's a second movie, it's hard to make a good third. Trilogies are difficult to accomplish.
Well, they could maybe redeem themselves.
Well, they don't need to redeem themselves because they already made like a great second movie.
I do like young Bill way more than adult Bill.
Do you?
He's cute. Because Stefan? No, what's his name? Stevie Skarsgård? Stefan
Skarsgård?
What's his name?
Stefan Skarsgård?
There's no F in it. Steven?
No, it's Stefan. Is it?
Mm.
Oh god, I gotta Google that again.
Stevian?
It's definitely not that. Oh, Stellan.
Stellan.
Okay.
Stellan.
If you want to be a guest on the podcast,
we'll learn your name.
Yeah, and I'd be excited for it. But if we're talking about flaws, I don't think any of the boys are good. I don't like any of the young boys.
They could have been
Phrasing.
hotter.
I don't like any of the guys in this movie.
No, the Bill on the boat gets me. The young Bill on the boat. I only wanted a little of a face.
Also a good number.
That number's good. That's one of the best numbers.
We're talking about the first Mamma Mia having great songs. They're choosing all of like the top favorite songs. The second movie is where we get the hard-hitting stuff. And I
do like the songs they pick. I will not fault the song
It's a great soundtrack. And Waterloo's a great number, too. I'm going to come back to that. How dare you come on this podcast and like, Waterloo, it was a bad choreographed number.
It's too goofy.
It's Mamma Mia.
It's too over the top. It doesn't have the heart. It's not grounded. It's totally up in the stratosphere in a way that loses touch with the point.
I think you're wrong. I
don't need waiters and baguette choreo.
I don't need
prop comedy in my Waterloo.
I need backflips. I need all this. It's Waterloo. You gotta be a little theatrical with it. They're in France doing Waterloo.
They had Waterloo in the first movie at the post-credit scene. And in the post-credit scene. It's perfect. It's just them in their like disco beautiful outfits, drunk, singing to camera. What more could we possibly need? We don't need all this.
We need a choreographed number in France with young Bill and young Donna as they're just fucking around.
It's dumb. I don't need the baguetteography.
The baguetteography was the best fucking part, Carolyn. And it's so fucked up.
I think that's why
you're invalidating me so hard right now. You're gaslighting me. You're invalidating me. I feel really fucking hurt.
I think that's why I liked the Bill and Donna arc more, because it was more simple. It was more grounded. It was just them on his sailboat. I was like, I understand this. I understand the connection here. There is no way that grounded, ethereal Donna would have been that goofy in Waterloo and then gone home and fucked him. I know already the plot line of them hooking up. TLDR, he has never had sex with a woman. He wants Donna to be the first. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really want to, but then is like, okay, fine.
But then they sing Waterloo and it's like, all right, I guess we're...
Oh, that would not be what would have gotten her to do the deed.
It would have...
The baguetteography is not gonna get Donna turned on.
It would have turned me on, all right? If I was in that room with Waterloo, I would have been harder than the baguette. Sorry.
Leave that in, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that in. We'll see. The point being that Waterloo is so... I'm sorry to be so upset about this one, but before I even rewatched the movie last night, in my head I was like, oh, I'm excited to see Waterloo. That was a really good number. And I saw it and I was like, oh, this is such a good number.
It's just too much. It's too much. It's,
but
again,
you keep saying that. It's just Mamma Mia is all about too much. It's about indulging. Not. It's Dionysus. It's indulging in indulgences.
But it's Dionysus without Icarusying. Mamma Mia 2 is Dionysus gone Icarus. Gone bad. It flies too close to the sun and melts. They said, what if we dial up the camp? Bad things happen. I saw this movie in theaters. Like,
girl, so did I.
I was committed. I was so excited. I had just cut off my hair. I was a free young girl on my second nose piercing. Because the first one came out. Spoiler, the second one did too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was so it was like my birthday. I was so ready to see this movie. And I was crushed by how bad it was. I went in so open-minded, so open-hearted, ready to love it. And I was just disappointed through the entire thing. Because I was like, this is not perfectly calibrated high art. This is summer camp drunk musical theater director doing community theater for high schoolers. It's giving Shrek Jr.
You gotta take that one back. Shrek Jr.
That's how unserious and uncalibrated it feels. To me, personally, in my opinion.
All right. Okay.
But I like the young Bill because that one feels grounded and reasonable. I'm like, I can see why young Donna got with this man's. He has the sailboat. He's got the blue eyes. He's relaxed. He's charming. He's cheeky. He's not jabbing her with baguettes to get her into his bed, where he later pathetically jabbed her with his baguette.
Man, what was Chris Brosnan's character's name?
Sam.
What do you think of young Sam? He's not memorable.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I was rewatching it today, and like, they're cute riding the Vespa around the island. Like, they have Kim, but right. I think that he just wasn't enough of it. Like, Lily James is so star power as young Donna, and none of the boys can keep up. Also, they were all unknowns that never did anything else again, too. No, exactly, yeah. I think one of them did Star Wars. Because we all watched that. I'm going to ignore that one, too. I'll let that one slide. So sell me on why Cher is a good... And also, okay, and then the ghost of Meryl Streep comes in at the end.
Don't you fucking dare.
Explain the ghost of Meryl Streep sequence. Tell us all.
Okay, so Sophie gives birth to the baby, and they're going to, like, baptize it, right?
I guess.
Yeah, baptize Christ in it.
Christened it? Kristen?
Crisp it.
Rice Krispie the baby.
And the ghost of Donna is there, and it's an emotional scene where Donna is seeing her daughter and her granddaughter live on and move on and take this new life. Because this is also the same place where Donna blessed Sophie. So it was that continuation of that story.
Why did she have to be dead in the movie? Why couldn't she have just been Grandma Donna?
Because there would have been no stake.
But I never cared about those stakes. I was like, why are you starting off the movie telling me Donna's dead? Like, already, you took away the best part.
Because you can't have past Donna and alive Donna. You need past Donna and dead Donna.
It should have just been past Donna, prequel. Mamma Mia for the first time in forever.
Oh, that's a good title for it.
Mamma Mia, the beginning.
I don't like that one.
Mamma Mia, Lily James is so hot.
I'll second that one. Okay.
So you think it's a beautifully touching scene of generational womanhood?
Exactly. Yeah. And then Cher's there too for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. For some reason.
But I'm not gonna be upset that Cher's there. Like. And Fernando was again such a good number because Cher kills it with singing Fernando.
Yeah, because you gave her a microphone. Of course, Cher was going to do a good job. Yeah. It didn't make the movie make any more sense.
I don't need the movie to make sense because it's Mamma Mia.
But Mamma Mia 1 makes so much perfect narrative sense. It's so tight. There's nothing unnecessary. It's perfectly edited. It's concise. It's punched up.
Well, I don't think Mamma Mia 2 is unnecessary either. I think Mamma Mia 2 just sort of fills in some of the blanks. In the first Mamma Mia.
There weren't blanks in the first Mamma Mia.
Did you ever think about how Donna met the boys? That's what I thought, and that's what Mamma Mia Here We Go Again does. That was a question you didn't even know you had, and now we have the answer to it. I don't like young Harry though. I'm gonna hype on that. That's my only flaw. I think they really nerfed Harry's character.
But you have no problems with the present timeline?
Nope.
Did you cry when Donna showed up?
Yes, I did. In theaters.
Not on the rewatch?
Well, no, not on the rewatch, no.
Every single rewatch, slipping through my fingers gets me tears. And sometimes Winner Takes It All, just because she's so talented.
It's a great song. It's a great number.
There's no Winner Takes It All moment in Mamma Mia 2. There is no powerful, pivotal, perfect acting through song on a cliffside that makes an Academy Award nomination worth it.
Well, when Cher came on, actually,
Fernando, was that for you?
Yeah, Fernando was my Winner Takes It All.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
But I stand by that. Fernando,
and it doesn't even tell a story. I praised how the songs were used so well in the first movie.
And I think it's
what does Fernando have to do with anything going on?
The guy's name is Fernando.
No, right. So they were like, Cher's on board. We asked her what ABBA song she's willing to sing. She said Fernando. So let's add a character, an innkeeper named Fernando, who's just weirdly there for all of the movie until Cher shows up and is like, he's her lover.
He's not weirdly there. He's a sad addition to it. And he saw him because he lost his love, who happened to be Cher.
And again, totally negates the entire story they laid out in the first one of Donna's troubled past with her mom. Her mom would have never gone to the Greek island. Ever.
She's trying to be a better mom.
No, she wasn't. Oh, God, I hate this movie.
No, it's a good movie. But I know what I take back what I said. I want there to be a trilogy. I want them to go back to whenever Cher was a young woman and had Donna. And then I saw all Cher songs, actually. They kick out all of the Mamma Mia songs, or all the ABBA songs, and it's just Cher songs.
Totally.
And I think that would be a perfect trilogy.
Hey, it might be better than what number 2 did, so...
Listeners, why don't you vote in the comments? Engage with the comments. If you think the first Mamma Mia is better, don't leave a comment.
Everyone will think that.
If you think Mamma Mia 2 is better, leave a comment.
I think you just had to argue this side for the sake of the episode. There's no way you actually think it's better.
I do.
Because Cher?
You're goddamn right.
I'm gonna kill Ethan. And how does it all end? How does Mama 2? How does Mama 2 end?
How does Mama 2 end? With a beautiful dance number. With Cher.
Right.
Yeah. Singing Super Trooper. And they bring the whole cast out. And Lily James is wearing this really nice outfit. She has this dress shirt.
Why is she there?
Lily James?
Yeah.
Because that's young Donna.
It's past tense? I didn't make it to the end of my rewatch. So Sophie's not there?
And Sophie's there too.
How is young Donna there at the same time?
It's a final dance number. It's a final dance number. They bring the whole cast on, and they're all dancing. Because it's interesting.
Out of character or in character?
What's interesting is that there's this...
Wait, what?
There's a shot of one of those stage lights moving. So we're kind of meant to believe that we're in a sound stage now. We're outside of Greece. So it's now a self-aware thing. It's interesting.
That's how it ends, or that's post-credits?
That's how it ends. And then they get in the credits. Yeah. So
they end by blurring all the timelines?
Yeah.
That makes even less sense than the whole rest of the movie. Are you sure about this? That's how it ends?
Am I sure about this? Am I sure about how my favorite movie of all time ends? Yeah, I'm positive of that. That is how Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again
And ends. They don't do a through the mirror trick? They have her in the same real time?
Yeah.
Do they bring Meryl out?
Yeah.
And they're as their characters, or it's we're filming a movie?
It's more like we're filming a movie, I think.
So how does the actual narrative plot end?
With the christening, the christening, with Sophie's daughter being christened, and then it cuts to Cher going Super Trooper. I'm right. Sorry, I wish I could argue more, but I just have.
Let me give a brief little anecdote about the difference of these two films.
Oh, I think I know a story you're about to tell. Okay, this is a fucked up story. You shouldn't be using this story as
the day that I was supposed to leave on my beautiful European cultural exchange.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and I puked 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had things come out the other way 3 times. And then I puked so hard that things came out the other way at the same time. A real low of lows. And I'm supposed to get on a transatlantic flight that night. And I'm laying on the floor in my own waste. And I think, Mamma Mia could save me. And I get up and I clean myself up and I get on my hands and knees and I clean the bathroom floor. A weak, downtrodden woman. And I make my way to the couch and I put on Mamma Mia. Within 20 minutes, I'm healed. I'm cured. Stomach settled, dreaming of my vacation, not even worried at all about canceling my flight. I watch the whole movie. My boyfriend comes home to help clean up my disaster zone. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God there's another Mamma Mia when it was ending. Like, I cried all the right times. I was moved. It's the best movie ever. And it ends and I'm like, thank God there's another Mamma Mia so I can keep the medicine flowing intravenously into my veins. And I put on the second one. Within 10 minutes, I had to get up and puke again because I was so sickened by the horrific atrocity that is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. It literally reactivated the war in my intestines. I puked so hard I shat again. Not true. But that's how I felt because that movie made me ill. The first one literally cured me. The second one sent me to the ER. I had to have my stomach pumped and IV fluids for 5 days. I missed my trip. That was all a lie. I didn't even make it to Europe. I was in the hospital the whole time because Mamma Mia 2 made me so ill.
It's funny you say that because I had kind of a similar story. When I was in West Virginia, this was like 2018. A couple of friends and I were driving. We're just driving the back roads, and we saw there was a car that was flipped over.
Keep going.
I don't know what's so funny about this. This is a really serious thing, Carol. It's not very funny.
Totally.
And there was a car flipped over, and my friends were like, "Oh shit! I hope they're okay." And we look in the. It's not very funny, Carolyn. You shouldn't make me laugh about this.
You're not even looking at me.
Well, we checked the driver's seat, and the person was unconscious, and like we pulled them out. We checked both sides of the road. We pulled them this side of the road, and one of my friends he knew CPR, so he was sort of working his way trying to get that figured out. And he wasn't waking up. Well, luckily, I recently purchased Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again on my Apple on my iPhone, and you don't stream? You purchased? Yeah, because that's how serious I was about this movie. I spent the $14.99. I purchased it.
Wow.
And not during like a sale. I like state value. And I started playing the movie, and within like 5 minutes, the person woke up. And actually all of his scars were healed, all his cuts, and his car flipped around on its own. It was like everything, and he finished the whole movie. Like he was all good, but he stayed with us, and we all watched the movie together.
I thought you were gonna say that your friend found the perfect CPR rhythm because Fernando came on.
that would be good too.
And that's a true story. Both of us are true.
Both of us are true stories. And
mine's actually true. And I didn't go to the hospital. I did go to Europe. But I did get cured from the first and re-ill by the second.
And mine was true that I did save a life by playing Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again. And I think that's just a testament that how taste can change. But sometimes you gotta save a life. And that's why you gotta play Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And actually, it was funny. The guy was like, this was great. Thank you for showing me this. But I've never seen the first Mamma Mia. And I played with like 5 minutes of that, and he died. Yeah, he actually went to cardiac arrest and died, and his car exploded.
So this episode in honor of Louis Krelper.
R.I.P. Louis Krelper. Because Mamma Mia did that. You died because of Mamma Mia, not for Mamma Mia. Here We Go Again. No. This episode is commemorated to Louis Krelper. Lived from 1954 to 2018. 2018. I'll get the laugh. That was so dumb. That was good. So yeah, I think Cher really carried Mamma Mia. Here We Go Again. I think
Lily James was the only good part of the movie.
No, because there was also Waterloo, there was also Cher, there was also Fernando, there was also all the bad spray tans, and there was all the there's a lot of rain. There's way more rain in this movie. There wasn't a lot of rain in the first one. Right. And I think you gotta be reminded sometimes that even though it's just sunny days all the time, sometimes it's gonna rain, and we gotta keep that in mind.
And that's the moral of Here We Go Again. Sometimes it'll rain.
That's what Mamma Mia Here We Go Again reminds us, is that sometimes it's gonna rain.
And Mamma Mia 1 reminds us to not kill yourself. Because life is worth living. And Mamma Mia 2 is your 13th reason.
Mamma Mia 2 is my 13th reason to keep going.
I don't need 13 because I have 1. Mamma Mia.
Well, I have 13 because all 13 are Mamma Mia, here we go again. I'm like, what's number 2? Mamma Mia, here we go again. It's all 13 except for 7, which is...
Pitch Perfect.
No, I was going to say Cats.
Oh, the movie? Adaptation?
Yeah.
Actually, I enjoyed that movie.
I laughed so hard I almost threw up.
I got kicked out of a movie theater for laughing too much.
So that tracks. That tracks.
I got asked to leave because I was disrupting the viewing experience because apparently it wasn't a sing-along.
You were singing along too?
To Cats? Yeah, of course.
Okay, I would have kicked you out too.
There were only 3 other people in the theater. I was like, which one of you 3 snitched? Which one?
There's like the guy in the projection booth is like,
because I know the lyrics to Mr. Mistopheles. And different song, but yeah.
No, I know. I just different Cat song. Yeah.
Yeah. How many Cat songs do you know?
Memory. So there's Memory.
Mm-hmm.
There's Angelical Cats.
Nope.
There's Rambuncticle.
Nope.
There's the Barbershop. You know the Barbershop. There's like the 4 cats. They're all wearing barbershop hats. And they're like, "Hey, we're the Barbershop." That was big in Act 1. And then there is Monica, the sexy cat. That was a weird one. That was like, I don't know what if we should have added that one. And then Memory. They do Memory twice. It was so good.
Totally. So clearly, one of these movies is perfect Academy Award winning, or at least it should have been.
And one is Mamma Mia.
So let us know your thoughts on the discourse.
Yeah, and shout out to Louis Krepler.
Lewis. Oh, you were close.
Well, yeah, I saw him as he died. Okay, I can call him Louis Krepler. Okay, 1954 to 2018.
To 2018.
Yeah.
What a guy. Time traveled just like Donna.
He had a family.
That's the Mamma Mia debate.
That's Mamma Mia debate. I'm sorry you saw us so heated with each other. We normally don't get this combative about these topics.
Well, it's hard when Ethan's lying to himself, so.
Well, it's hard whenever Carolyn is too blinded by nostalgia.
Or taste. Or a discerning eye. You know, the whole thing I got a degree in. Guys, that's the Mamma Mia episode.
That's the Mamma Mia episode. I know you guys have been like, oh, when are they going to talk about Mamma Mia? And we did.
And today we did.
And yeah.
So, thanks for listening. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Send a DM. Spam an old post that has nothing to do with Mamma Mia.
Yeah. And if you guys hear from Louis Krepler.
Junior.
Yeah. But please send information our way.
Totally.
Maybe next episode it'll be a guest.
You know where to find us, but
yeah.
In case you don't, on Instagram at that.tracks.pod, on TikTok at that.tracks.pod.
And Carolyn, where can they find you?
At Carolyn Ausler, CarolynOusler.
And they can find me on Instagram at Eythen, EYTHEN _Anthony, ANTHONY.
And folks, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.